Hello and welcome to Flory Models Friday Catch-Up Show. Here we are with you on the 22nd of November 2024. First of all, apologies obviously for last week. There was no show. As you might know, my wife was rushed into hospital at 9 o'clock Friday morning, so that put pay to that. She spent a few days in hospital with pneumonia. I'm glad to report she's on the mend. She's doing a lot better after a real heavy course of antibiotics and all the rest of it. But yeah, she don't have to do things by half. I get a chest infection, antibiotics, she catches pneumonia. Just saying. Anyway, she is on the recovery, and thank you to all the well-wishers who got in contact, obviously direct me via the forum, social media, and all the other bits and pieces as well. But yeah, no, she's back with us now, just sounding a bit husky and has trouble with the cold weather breathing. But apart from that, she'll be fine in no time at all. But thank you very much for all of that. Anyway, obviously, a lot happened this week. So we did lots of catch-up work because obviously I was up and down the hospital all weekend and everything else like that. And then on Monday, I started to get everything sort of back together and stuff like that. So really, it all started on Monday where we had our video of actually us doing the Telford run up to Scale Model World and all the rest of it. So we were basically going up and doing down in here. And I do believe it's up in here somewhere, a part of the vlog. Don't forget, anyone can see this. There we go. And it's us doing our little walk around bit and everything else. It's basically just a quick look of the actual show itself and all the rest of it, having a look round, usual bits and pieces, a little bit of slow panning and stuff, and then obviously us having a few giggles and things like that towards the end of the video, and then obviously us discussing our fantastic Christmas dinner. We always do a Christmas dinner now on the Sunday after Telford. All the team get together, so it's very nice, and we all have a giant sort of Christmas day, an early Christmas for us, if you like, right the way through. So again, if you want to see this video, it is up on there. Just pop into the vlog onto the actual main site and you can see us all there like that. All right. Then we're back onto it on Tuesday. When I was discussing all things that are going on at the moment, obviously things that have been happening and occurring and stuff like that. Obviously, we've been talking about the Osprey, trying to get the Osprey really together this week and all the rest of it so we can really push on with it next week and we can get going on the Nimrod before we've got Turkish shoot starting on Thursday. All right, so the video is up for you now. You can go off and see that one. It's down up there. Then on Wednesday, we were discussing, obviously, again with the Osprey, the various things that are going on, and also this great kit behind as well. This is the 124 scale vintage fighter series P47D. We did do the Razorback some time ago, but I thought we'd redo and revisit this particular kit. Is down on there, and we'll see a little bit more about that one a little bit later. Then next up, obviously, we got the show from last night, having the usual fun and giggles and everything else. So it's the Phil, Matt and Kareen show. You know, we discuss everything from the weather through to what we're eating normally, as well as a few different giggles and stuff like that. And then obviously we cover the latest topics that have been happening with modelling, obviously some of the new releases coming out, answering your questions, and just talking about various things as we make our way through on the show. So if you want to catch up with that one, you can do now. It's free to watch as well. It's about an hour and 20 minutes, that one. So if you want to go off, you can see that one right now. That is up with you. Anyway, that gets us up to today, so where we've got part 4 of the actual build up here. So again, really it's what we're working on this week. This rotor system, to be honest, is not the best instructions in the world, but it's a bit of a head scratcher for me to get them to all point in the right direction. But after a little bit of playing and sorting them all out, eventually we got this one down packed and got them down in there. They're a little bit fiddly. They need a little bit of cleanup work, especially on these seam areas here and stuff like that to make them nice. Because again, they don't really want to go in. But this one, you can see I've got to do a little bit more cleanup on that edge and various things, which I've done now right the way through, and then get those all sorted. So we've got, good thing about this kit, we can have the rotors obviously in flight, or we can have them folded. All right. Then we were speaking about in depth about the actual sanding work. Now, again, flat seam lines like this are probably the worst you can do. If they're on a curve or an edge, it's not so bad. But when they're flat, you've got to make the gradients really nicely and come in. What I speak about a lot on this particular one is temperatures. Everybody gets hung up about the sanding grits and stuff like that, but nobody ever talks about temperatures. When you're sanding your model, you're generating heat. When you generate heat, you will make the plastic expand and contract. When that happens, you'll get obviously seam lines come back, ghost seams and stuff like that. So we talk about how to sort of stop that from happening. And obviously the gradients, you know, gradients are what is very important on this. When you've got a bit of a step like we had in here, you want a nice gentle grade coming right the way up so you don't get any problems. And if you have to go back, like in here, we've got these little white areas, you will have to go back and take care of them again and again until it's right. With it looking pretty much on the part, I got some grey paint out, and then obviously we just sprayed this entire area to make sure it looks pretty good. Same on the underside as well, same technique with the seam lines underneath there as well. Then we went around, final clean up in the various bits and pieces over the nacelles and these areas, so they're all good. And then it was time to rescribe all the detail, because to be honest, we obliterated pretty much everything, as you can see on the back here. So again, usual thing, rescribing. So we're going through with that one, and then we riveted absolutely everything on there as well to put all that detail back in. All right, with that done, it was the final bits and pieces onto this one. So we get the photo etch, the grills installed. It's a little bit of a complex bend on this one to get these to go in, but actually it does go in there quite nicely once it's all in like that. All right, so that one pops through very, very nicely indeed. And then hopefully you end up looking something like this. So up on Monday, we're going to be talking about masking up, obviously getting it installed into it. I do like using the ultra glue. It works really well. It's got a good bite and it dries hard. It's not as soft as others. And we talk about the mirrors on there and things like that as well. I am going to make a couple of changes to this one though, because I'm going to take off the weather radar, because apparently they don't have them and I've put it on there. So we're going to chop that off, sand, fill, take care of that one as well, get rid of that. The rest of it all looks good though. And I have to say, now it's all together, it is pretty darn good. And again, we've made some little changes at the top here so we can actually have a loose fit, although I am going to magnetize it. So we get a perfect fit on here and on the back. It absolutely is spotless and it fits beautifully now down in here like this. So I'm very, very happy. And again, that way we can swing it around and fold this thing completely up, which will be a nice touch with it. So anyway, there will be another part up with you tomorrow. On Monday. That'll be part 5, which will really get you to here and into primer as well, because on Monday I'll crack on with it and get it into primer. We'll get all that edited and that will be up with you on Monday. All right, a couple of reviews went up this week. First of all, we had the P47, the giant 1/24 scale. Again, this was reboxed by Kinetic, if you can find that one as well. That one is out and about. It is a lump and a half. Accuracy-wise, apparently it's not too bad. And like I say, in this particular kit, it's one of those ones, it gives you everything you need, apart from an instrument panel, because that's really bad. But apart from that, you've got everything else you sort of need with this one to turn out a absolute monster. This thing, 24 scale, is like a block. It is solid. And again, there is some really nice touches. There's some parts I don't like about it as well, which we talk about in the actual review. Again, the decals might have to go aftermarket. You do get a vinyl figure, who actually isn't too bad at all. The tyres, I would replace them because they're not very nice at all. But the surface detail of the kit is pretty darn good, no problem at all. There is the odd little sink marker, as I like to call it, stress skin. All right, and a few other little things it doesn't talk about in the kit, but I would probably do, like taking this chunk of the engine out as well to expose the back of the engine, because that's probably one of the most detailed parts of the engine, so it's very nice. Again, you don't get both the ammunition containers. You only actually get it on the port wing in here, but again, they're beautifully done. And say, it's got that thing, it's got the usual sort of problems with it, with ejector pins and stuff like that, but it is an older kit. It's 2008 release, but actually I think with a little bit of work in here you'll be fine. Nice touches as well. Look, an empty gun bay or a full up one, again, really, really nice as well. And again, the guns are a little bit horrible, but generally the weapons aren't too bad, but you probably do want to get some replacement 50 cals for this thing, because they're not too nice at all. All right, clear parts, pretty darn good in there as well. Anyway, you can go off and see that review. That is up there right now. Again, with all the other reviews, just click on the review section. You can see them all down in there like that. The other one is the actual Gazelle, which apparently, and as we know, there is a few little things with this kit, as it has been pointed out to me. But the nice thing about it is, one, it's got some nice marking options down in here. Very, very nice indeed. And again, the usual bag of stuff. You've got everything in this you could ever want. All right, so again, what you've actually got is very nice resin parts. You've got obviously some very nice 3D printed instrument panel parts as well, which are very nice. So the decals there are good. There's your 3D printed instrument panel, which is a nice bit of depth. 3D printed resin parts as well for the actual, some of the interiors, like the mast and things like that. Again, you get a mass set as well, so you've got everything you could want. Clear parts all the way through, looking very nice indeed. And again, nice recess. Usual thing, it's AMP, think of it limited run. It's got a little bit of flash, you've got a little bit of everything on this one, so you have to take your time cleaning them up and making sure they're all good. And as has been pointed out to me, I've got chunks missing all over this kit. Like this bit at the front is missing a bit, but to be honest, I'm a modeler. I'll just do another one in there. There's a little bit of scratch building there. And on the skids, I am missing a skid, although Matt has sourced for me a metal aftermarket set, which is good because this thing's a tail sitter. So by having metal skids on it should hopefully negate that problem. What I will be doing though is actually building this kit. So I will be building it next year. So if you want to see this little thing go together, then watch this space. It'll be along shortly. Seems we've only got another month, just over a month to go till Christmas. So you've got all of those down in there like that. So again, don't forget, we've put a few different things up. The tutorial section, although they are on social media and filtering their way out, the standalone little short videos now are in the quick tips tutorial, all free to watch. Anybody can go in these and see them. You don't have to pay or subscribe or anything else like that. And if you just scroll down through here, eventually you will find these videos. So again, I've got the one about the Mr. Metal Color buffables, and obviously lots of people saying they can't spray it. Mix it really well. Don't just shake it. Get a soft brush in there and break it up. You get any clumps in that, it's going to bung up your nozzle on your airbrush and you're never going to spray it. Also, I did one about using the extreme metals and spraying those. I've done one on LP paints, the smelly stuff, but it sprays beautifully, and about talcum powder. And obviously a lot's been spoken about that recently now that there's lawsuits flying everywhere for the stuff. But again, very, very nice. Then Matt's got a few of his up as well. So we got the Vallejo Metal Colors tutorial is up. We've got the 3rd Gen Primer is up. We've got the panel liner as well. AK panel liner is up. And obviously we've got the Aquatis Primer, which I really want to try that one because it does look nice as well. So you can come along and catch any of those. Also keep an eye out on social media and things like that, because obviously they're going to be coming along soon out to that area as well. So if you want to catch up with those, you can do at any point. But if you want to get them at any time, just pop onto in here, along with all the other little bite-sized tutorials down in here. You can come in. Remember, the tutorial section, which covers everything, is all free. You don't have to be a member to see any of this. Just literally click in. Basic Modeling 101 covers tons of different subjects down in here, and basically is building a model from start to finish. And we use a 32nd scale Spitfire last year. Lots of high-res pictures as well. So if you want to click in and see these in gorgeous, high-res imagery, you can as well. As well as obviously we've broken it down into bite sizes, hence its name, for all the different sections about it. So if you want to come in and have a look at any of these, you can do at any point. Just pop in, have a click on the videos, and you can watch them, or you can save them for later and watch them on YouTube and on your giant screen and things like that. So if you want to catch up with any of those, you can do just like that. Okay, so next up, let's catch up with Matt from P Models.
Hello, how are we all doing? Thought I'd do a unboxing, to be honest with you. We've just had a delivery in from one of our suppliers, and something I'm going to try and do a little bit more of is actually show you what's arrived, what's for sale, what's for me, what's for Phil, what's for everybody else. And I think people like these sort of things. So as you can see, I have the assistant's dog is with me, so I'll try not to slice her nose off, because she's a bit nosy. Right. So let's see. Let's see what we've got. Sounds a lot of cardboard and packaging. So, watch yourself, tuna. So first up, we've got the Sword Avenger, or Tarpon Mark 1, which is quite a nice little kit. So that's coming up for stock, so keep an eye out for that. We've also got Special Hobbies F84 Thunderstreak, which you've got in the French and the Israeli decal schemes. Some nice stuff on there. I'll show you out the light. There we go. So again, another one for stock. Oh, I've got a bit of a flattened box. An absolute Mac 2 classic of their Super Freylon. Might do a review of that, I think. That's got to be worth a look. See what state that's in. Another Avenger. A DBM-3R. So got some nice decal options in there for the Japanese one and a couple of US ones. So really, really nice. We have got, which we're going to probably do a review on actually, a bit of a classic from Airfix, which is their vintage classic series, which is a Bristol Super Freighter been around for decades, but at least they put the original one, or one of the original, should I say. I don't think this is the actual original, but the original box art on, which is a nice touch. I think this is a Roy Cross one, I think, if I am correct. So you also get you'll get a nice set of decals in these as well. So that's that. That's in. We've got a set of Falcon vac form canopies. Now these are for me because they've got a couple of items in. I'm thinking of doing some classic builds. So Avalanche Battle, I'm doing both the blend-in, so that'll be the Frog one and the Airfix one, a Mosquito, which I think is the Airfix one, the Wellington and the old Frog Whitley. So there you go. Put that to one side, the fun of vac form canopies. What else we got? Extra kit. Canberra. Simply selling a lot of these, and as there's not many other Canberra kits out there anymore, it's one of. So we've got the same both sides. Again, not overly expensive. I think got a bit of resin in this as well. We've got a review of that on the Flory model site. Got a resin seat. So nice little kit. What's this one? That one's for young Mr. Nathan. So I'll get that moved on to him. So the S&M models Viscount 800. So I know he's bought the 700, which is from ResKit, which, well, you've got to see it to believe it, to be perfectly honest. I think it makes Mac 2 look like Tamiya. But there we go. So that's the Vickers Viscount 800. Have a quick butchers at that. So, what else have we got? Right, new release from the old KP. I can't even pronounce what that is now, so I'm not going to butcher the language. But excuse me, dog. Let's just pull everything off. So this is a Grumman Gosling Mark 1, which was the Fleet Aeron version, if I am thinking the RF, is it? Fleet Aeron, there you go. 1942, 43, and Royal Navy in 44. So there we go. Nice to see a new tool on them, so that'll be going for review, or at least one of them will, because we've got the US version as well, which just fell out of its box. That's great. Let me just pull that back together so you can see that. Ooh, I know. Good in it, dog. Good. Luna's well impressed with this. Grumman J4F-2. There's a few different versions of this, so I thought, well, we'd get a British version of it, and then we've got a US one as well, so we've got some nice schemes in there as well. So one of these will be winging its way down to Mr. Flory for review. I've got a box of stuff there, we'll show you that in a minute. The other thing is the Avro York, which is in the wartime livery, which is another Mac 2 kit. So I know Mac 2 get a rough ride, you know, some of it's justified, some of it not. It just takes a bit of hard work and perseverance to get one together. But personally, the subjects are just are my favourite, to be honest. You know, they're just some proper nice subjects that nobody else tackles. So watch out for that, because that'll be up for sale as well. It'll be on the eBay shop. And then we have, let me just fold this box up, get rid of that. So we have here a nice little cardboard box full of all sorts of goodies. Let's have a look what we've got in here. Right, first up, B25 Mitchell vac foam clear parts, which is for the Italy kit. So you can guess what that's going to be for at some point in the future. We've got some Airways sets. So we've got two Bristol Bow Fighters. One of them is for Nathan for the Matchbox kit. One of them I might utilise for something else, to be honest. And then we have one for the Ancient Airfix 189. So if you are into your retro kits and you want a bit of an update, check out Airways X sets. They do quite a few of the older kits. And hopefully, to be honest with you, my thought process is I am hoping with the 3D printing world, like I say, with the retro movement coming back into vogue, shall we say, I'm hoping some of the 3D printed companies or people out there will look at some of these older kits, because there's some still unique kits out there that need a bit of bit of updating love. So one of the things that's come in that I want to try is these rivets from Edward. I think they're the 3D printed ones. Not seen them before, so we've got a single rivet row and a double rivet row, and be interested to see how they work, to be honest. Again, I've heard mixed stories about other ones, other manufacturers' ones, so it'll be interesting. These are, as you can see, 1/72. So again, if your aircraft has got raised detail that you need to sand off for seam lines and stuff, it might be a way of putting them back in with this, instead of obviously rescribing and re-riveting in the traditional way. So we'll take a look at them at some point. We've also got a mast set for a Super Frelon. Again, check out KV models, because they're another one of the manufacturers with P-Wit that do a bit more of the obscure kits. So if you're looking for that, not really mainstream, there's a few now who are doing canopy mast sets, which, like me, are an absolute godsend. And we've also got one there for the Tulare Mitchell as well. So I think that covers all versions, which is a nice touch. So we have got back into stock circles and oval stencils. Again, if you're rescribing, things like that, these are a nice little photo etch set for that. So they'll be back in the store. We have got a mast set for an Imrod, which is for Mr. Flory, because he's going to be tackling that kit for the Airfix one. If you've not seen this review, go and check it out. So the Airfix kit is quite good. We have got extra decal. So for a Mark 10 and a Mark 6 10. So one of them sets is for Nathan, and the other one will be for me, because I plan on building a Bowfire at some point in the future, and it needs decals, which is going to be the Mark 21, which, if you do research, you'll know which one it is. So nice set of decals here, and last but not least, we have a couple of books, I think, if I'm correct. Yeah. First up, love these wall paint series books. Go check them out if you've not seen them before. Really quite nice pictures and dialogue of whatever the subject matter is. So this is for the Pembroke prints and sea prints. So the Pembroke, if you can get hold of it, there's a couple of kits, but it's old and they're not brilliant. The sea prints is from Vallum, has just released it. So again, if you want to build one of them, and I would have thought Vallum might do a Pembroke at some point. I'll be surprised if they don't. Or if you've got the old special hobby kit, you can do that one. Look, bit of a derelict, ready for resto. And last but not least, there's a book on a Westland Whirlwind helicopter, which, let's be honest, is very, very underrepresented. Yeah, that word I can never pronounce. So this is from Glen Ashley. It's a walkabout. Again, there's some of these not far from me, up at the Doncaster Air Museum. If you can find conversions, or you want to convert something or build one, even the old Airfix kit. I know Italy are re-bringing out their jigsaw kits. I don't know, there's a few changes to a Westland one, but that's a nice little walk around book anyway, so there you go. So that is it. So I'll be doing a few more of these when stock comes in, if people are interested and they like them. So thank you for watching as always. Please like, subscribe, thumbs up, leave a comment, usual stuff for the analytics on YouTube, and I will see you in the next one, and so will Luna the dog. Say bye, Luna. Luna says bye. See you later. Thank you.
So yeah, you can catch up with all the stuff down there from PM Models. Just pop along to pmmodelsuk.com. We've got all your stuff down in there. We've got restocks of various things in at the moment from AK, and obviously with the paints and the various bits and pieces, you can catch all of those there. Remember, if you want to get any of the kits, they're all being discontinued by us. So if you want to grab any of those ones, you can pop over to the PM Models UK store on the old eBay, and you grab yourself a bargain down in there. So if you want to get any of those ones, just pop over to there and you can get those with you right now. All right. Last up, Kareen is over at ESM. Obviously this weekend, they're setting it up probably around about now. So if you want to catch those as well, Kareen is on the stand over here in band D on the little end of it down in there. So if you are going to ESM, obviously pop over, say hello to Kareen, say I sent you and all the rest of it. And I'm sure she might be able to give you a sticker or something else like that. Don't forget, you can get all the Flory Models products as well. They'll be carrying it with them as well as obviously all the display tools and all the bits and pieces you could ever want as well. So just pop over to there and you can grab those and see Kareen and Avid. They are down in there for the weekend as well. So please say hello to them. And that is about it for this week. Busy week, really, really busy week. Next week's going to get even more busy because obviously Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, normal days for me. But Thursday, we're starting on the turkey shoot, which I will be building this particular kit live right the way through. So you'll see me in real time putting this thing together with basic tools, nippers, a sander, a knife. That's about it. We're doing that one. And I intend to actually try, and I say try, I'm going to try and do everything with just markers, no paint at all or airbrush or anything else like that. I'm going to try and do the entire thing with markers. So the whole point of the actual turkey shoot is obviously to celebrate Thanksgiving over in the US. Obviously, you guys can get involved with it as well. Come along. Obviously, don't forget you can post up if you're a non-member, if you want to, on our Instagram page. Just go to the official models Instagram page, tag us in it, and then we can show your great work as well. We're going to be on live with you on Saturday night. We might be on live with you on Friday afternoon, but we are going to be live all day Saturday and Saturday evening, and then all day Sunday. It's nothing about selling. We're not going to be pushing you or anything or demoing and stuff. We're all actually building in real time. So if you want to come along and get involved with that one, that's going to start on November the 28th, Thursday night, and it's going to run to the 1st of December as well. There will be some deals and offers and various things going on along, but the primary objective of this one is that everybody builds a kit in basically 4 days. And then obviously we show it. And obviously on Saturday night as well, we'll hopefully have the quiz. So if you want to join in with that one as well, we'd love to have you along. At the end of the day, there's no rules, there's no regs or anything else like that. It's purely about having fun with the hobby, chatting. We'll be answering questions on that as we build along and the stuff like that as always. So really looking forward to that one. It's been successful every single year, and this year is going to be even better as well. So if you want to join in with that one, we'd love to have you on. So that's the 28th of November, Thursday night. And then obviously it's going to run until the 1st of December, which is obviously on the Sunday evening as well. So we're good for that one. Right, that's about it from me. As always on a Friday, I'm going to leave you with a great work from the gallery. So until next week, happy modelling. Take care.
I was not ready to falling like I'm wasted. My heart grows heavy. Don't taste me rushing and keep your words naked. You got me blushing, and you forever I'll follow. You'll be my holy ground. You forever I'll follow in immortality. I can see you and me free in immortality. I can see you and me free. You left me crying and running through a ghost town, alone and stranded. Why leave me hoping and guessing for the answers? No.